Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization, Joseph Mwanamveka, on Wednesday met the ambassador of Turkey to Malawi, Museini Barbaros Diso, who paid a courteous call to discuss areas of collaboration aligned to the new administration's development agenda. The envoy reaffirmed Turkey's commitment to strengthening trade, investment, and the broader development cooperation with Malawi, emphasized the importance of trade, diversification, expanding market access for Malawi's agricultural exports, and enhancing technical support through Turkish financial institutions. On development cooperation, DISCO highlighted Turkey's continued support to Malawi's education sector, including the rehabilitation of primary school infrastructure and the provision of international scholarships for undergraduate and postgraduate studies. To date, more than 120 Malawian students have benefited from these scholarships. Mwanamveka underscored the strong and growing trade relations between the two countries, noting that the exports to Turkey have exceeded $70 million, largely driven by agricultural commodities such as tobacco. He commended Turkey for its sustained investment in Malawi's education sector. The minister further appealed for increased support towards the implementation of Malawi's free secondary education policy and expressed appreciation for Turkey's continued partnership as a key trade and developmental. Okay, that's the very good news, because as a country we need partnerships with other countries in order to develop, but we should make sure that the partnerships will help Malawi to achieve its goal of a prosperous nation. Some partnerships cannot help the whole nation, we just help few individuals, but we need to make sure that we are capitalizing on the partnerships that we have with different countries. I'm so happy with this partnership because I'm looking at the agricultural partnership, which has helped Malawi to increase the export to Turkey of agricultural commodities, with amount to 17 million, largely driven by agricultural commodities such as tobacco. I think that's very important because it says here Turkey have exceeded, like saying exports to Turkey have exceeded $17 million, largely driven by agricultural commodities such as tobacco. It's a good news. But what I think, like as a country, we need to stop exporting raw materials to Turkey. We should be exporting processed products. So if we can start manufacturing, that will help to develop this country. Because these are like traditional exports. Tobacco is a traditional export of Malawi. We can change it to be a processed product that will attract more money to this country. I am also very excited here, which it says they are asking the Turkey government to help Malawi implement Malawi's free secondary education policy. Right? It says here, the minister favor appealed for increased support towards the implementation of Malawi's free secondary education policy. You see, that one as well is very important. We need support for this, right? But we should as well, as we are looking for the help, find out how we can sustain this free secondary school education. Because these donors can think of stopping supporting us. And once they stop, it means maybe the whole education which is free education, will collapse. So let's think of how we can do this on our own, right? I believe like a country, we are serious to develop, and when we are looking for support, it should be, of course, partnership, but the largest part should be done by ourselves. Development, whether it's education, mining, industrialization, we should do these things on our own. That's how we can achieve development which we are looking for in this country. But yeah, it's a good thing that we are looking for partnerships with international organizations, mainly Turkey, which is also another important country. I know Tanzania is being supported by Turkey to develop, to industrialize. If you're seeing Tanzania achieving industrialization and the brilliant road construction, just know it's because of Turkish partnership with Tanzania. That's why they're able to achieve whatever they're doing. I know Turkey is an Islamic country, so Tanzania is as well as an Islamic country. So that's why maybe it's easy for Tanzania to convince Turkey to partner for the development. But we can as well convince Turkey to partner with us in specific areas. I think we should ask Turkey to help us in railway, to advance in railway construction, as well as maybe with the road infrastructure developments. They should help us to embark for the transformation of our landscape in this country, for locomotive as well as infrastructure development. I think they will help us greatly. So yeah, Minister of Finance Mwanamvega was having a discussion with the representative, an envoy from the Turkish government, who is I think an ambassador in Zambia of Turkey, but also he is an ambassador at large for Turkey with the nation of Malawi. So they were discussing on a number of things. I think we'll see implementation of all these things very soon. I would like to ask you to subscribe my channel, like my video, and do not forget to click the button. We'll be coming here with a lot of videos to see what's happening in this country. Have a very good day. Until I come back with another video. Bye-bye.